So
Awesome.
You've done this before?
I've done this like 3-4 times now.
Ah, shit.
Awesome. So welcome back to Mack the Cast. This is a special episode, like they all are, but this one is a little bit closer to home because this is one of my good friends. How long have we known each other now?
Ooh.
Sorry to put you on the spot like that for math and shit, but I would have to say it's got to be
around 10.
Close to 10.
Close to 10.
Getting close to 10 years.
Yeah.
Probably 9-10 years. Met him dancing out at the club in San Francisco, and ever since then we have been, close-knit friends. He is extremely talented in the arts world. He is a dancer, and he is a pizza fanatic. So whatever we talk about today, it'll have something to do with those three things and ourselves. So
yeah, this
is Ray, to those who don't know. Thanks for coming on, brother.
Of course, bro.
Why don't you tell people a little bit about yourself? Somebody who is just meeting you, maybe interested in getting to know you and what you like to do. What would you tell them?
I try to keep it as humble as possible, but I mean, I love art. I do art periodically. I've been trying to push it this past year, 2 years, a little bit. I love to dance. Other than that, I just like to be creative in a sense. I love music. I love going to R&B events, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Grew up in the Bay, moved to Oregon for a little period of time, and then I came back. And when I came back, that's when I met you.
Hell yeah!
And then started going to the club every weekend, and that's how we kind of connected. And then ever since, been riding.
Yeah. And now he's very humble. He also drives one of the coolest cars I've ever known. You still have that car, right?
The Mustang.
The
yeah.
Mustang.
Yeah.
Okay. Because you were trying to sell it for a little bit.
Yeah.
Are you still trying to sell that?
Yeah.
Or?
Yeah. Still trying.
Still.
Yeah.
Okay.
But kind of taking it easy.
Yeah. No, it's not a rush or anything like that. Shoot. Let's just get straight into questions because I know you and I share a passion for music. We share a passion for dancing. So straight off the bat, I'll ask a question that's from me, and then I'll go to the chat. But for me, and I feel like I know this, what is an artist that you look up to in the music world?
You already know it. My favorite artist, honestly, is Chris Brown.
Yes. And why would you say that?
I think he brings different genres. He can hit any genre he wants to. He's very, I guess he can reach different genres in that sense. Mm-hmm. But not only that, it's the aspect of a performance. Mm-hmm. He's a performer.
Yeah.
And man, he's one of the best dancers.
Yeah.
And he actually was one of the ones I was trying to imitate when he was coming up and out, and I was going to the dance scene and everything like that. So I'd play his music and try to act like I was in a music video. So
yeah.
I know I've always had that one-on-one connection as far as with Chris Brown. He's always just, no matter what, has always been my favorite.
Yeah. I think Chris Brown is standing on a pedestal all of his own. There aren't very many people who can do what he does. Yeah. And when you are comparing him to, let's say, Michael Jackson or something like that, it's tough because Michael Jackson is himself. So they're two different people, two different eras. But Chris Brown would be very close to Mike Jack because he has that dominance over the pop, R&B, even rap space, hip hop area. Chris Brown is definitely one of my favorite too. That's why I say I knew.
We went to the concert and we made
Yes, we did. Did I ever tell you about the time I went to his concert and almost got kicked out?
No.
He was playing at the. You're gonna have to help me say it too. In San Francisco at the Moscone Center or something like that.
Mm.
And long story short, it was like a general admission type thing. So I got there early, was right in front. And usually at Chris Brown concerts, because you've been to a few, you probably know, fights typically break out towards the beginning of the show. And at this particular one, a fight did break out. And I went to the concert by myself, but I had met this group of people. Most of them were girls. And the fighting started coming towards them. So people were pushing and all that kind of stuff. So me being as big as I was being a barricade, you know, stopping them, pushing this way. No punches or anything like that. You know, I'm not a fighter. But because I'm up above everybody, the security guards saw me kind of like moving with the fighting. And so they came and they grabbed me and brought me out. Mind you, everybody who was with me is screaming, "Oh, no, he didn't do it. He's so nice. He didn't do it." And
he's so handsome.
I didn't say it; they did. But no, I got to the back of the concert, and I'm like pleading to the security guards, like I had nothing to do with this, like nothing. Can I just please watch the concert? Like my favorite. And so we got to talking. They talked to some other people, and they found out I wasn't a part of it. But because the show had started now at that point, all the space was open. I couldn't walk through, so I had to watch the show from the back.
But you backstage?
But I was still. I mean, I was in the back, like in the nosebleed seats where they take like nope, you know. They were gonna kick me out, so I was out of the arena.
I thought you got lucky. They took you up to the
No, they're like, "Hey, you caused problems. Now you get backstage." No, but yeah, that definitely happened.
I think the now that you're talking about your story, the only funny Chris Brown story I have was for the concert was me and my boy Chris. I think you met him before.
Dancer as well.
Yeah. You met him before. Okay, so we booked a concert probably 2 months ahead of time, and we're gonna go to Chris Brown when he came back out here, and then we booked another concert with Blast.
Okay.
So we knew where the concert was gonna be. It was gonna be like I think in Concord area or Walnut Creek area or something like that. And so we go right. Oh, the concert's this weekend. So we drive all the way, and we get to the spot. And we're like, where everyone at? And it was like complete empty. We're going down the driveway. Oh, there's probably like a roundabout. They're like all parked over there. So we drive that way, and we're like, dude, like, what the hell? Like, I don't even know, where is everyone? We at the wrong venue? It wound up being we got the dates mixed up with Blast concert.
Oh.
So we were supposed to be in San Francisco at the Masonic watching Blast. So then we pushed all the way out there. My fit was for Chris Brown and everything, so I was kind of mad about that, but yeah, we went to go watch Blast, and then the Chris Brown concert was the next weekend.
Okay, yeah.
So, yeah.
That's funny. At least did you get to see the whole concert still?
Yeah, we actually made it just in time, too, and then our boy was right in front of the line, so we jumped the line.
Oh, nice.
So we were pretty much almost first in line for that concert.
Nice,
so, yeah.
Nice. That's super cool. Definitely have to make sure your itineraries are checked.
Leave it to guys.
Yeah, no, seriously. It's even worse if it happens on like a trip out of the country or something, and not so much that you get your dates mixed up, but let's say you got your airports mixed up, and you show up at like San Francisco airport, and you're supposed to be in Oakland. It's like, or you can show up at Oakland, you're supposed to be in San Francisco. Like that right there would suck. Yeah. But nah. That's funny as hell. And Chris Brown, you're the GOAT.
Yeah.
We're not comparing you to Mike Jack. We know you're in your own lane, doing your own thing. On that note, I would actually like to say that the Justin Bieber album recently came out. Did you listen to that?
Yeah, actually, we actually listened. Me and my girl listened to it. Where we're going to. We were driving somewhere, but yeah, we wound up listening to the whole album.
Yeah.
My take on it is I thought it had potential. I think it was raw. It felt like a little more raw.
Yeah.
I think Sexy Red killed his song though.
Oh man, I hate to say that out loud because I love creativity. I love all of it, but man, sometimes I wonder when somebody gets a feature back if they're like, I got to put this on a song, or if they can ask for, can you do this again?
Yeah.
Because in my honest opinion, that song could have been a lot better.
Yeah, I think personally his snippet, I think it was like that could have been a top song too.
Yeah,
off the album. I think.
No, seriously.
But yeah, I was like, I was telling her that they should remix it, do a remix, and just put someone else on.
Yeah, it's often when you get to a song and They're playing, you're grooving with it, and then all of a sudden somebody hops on the song and their verse kills it.
Yeah.
When that happens, I usually click the skip button. But yeah, back to the album. You're right. I think it had a lot of potential. When I first heard it, it wasn't my favorite.
Yeah.
But that's because I was comparing it to like Michael Jackson, because it
Yeah.
has that type of feel to it. I was confused by the Drewski interludes.
Yeah.
It felt kind of like it was being thrown into like, look, a black person is validating that I have soul and that I was black in a past life, that kind of thing. And in the end, it's all jokes and shit. But that part, I was like, dude, just really just like own it. You're a white dude with soul. The album is great if you think of it from a Justin Bieber standpoint. You're not comparing it to, the songs that sound like Michael Jackson. You're not comparing them to Michael Jackson. Then it's a whole new respect for the album. So the first time I listened to it, I was confused. The songs were a little short. Second time I listened to it, I understood it. Third time I listened to it, now I like it.
Yeah. I know. I like it. I think I like how it you can tell though it's a little more raw than like, no more sound, no like real auto tune as much.
Yeah.
It felt like that to me.
Yeah, I would have liked to hear that on the instrumental side too.
Yeah.
Because his vocals were a little more raw, true Justin, which is dope.
Yeah.
I just think that if they would have toned down the beats a little bit, it would have really shown off his voice on some of those songs.
I think he should have got SZA on that song.
That
would have been dope.
Man,
that would have been
absolutely. On the one with Sexy Red, yeah?
Yeah. I think that would have been fire.
Yeah.
But I think off all that side note is I think the best feature artist is Ty Dolla.
Really?
I think personally.
Really? I can see that. Ty Dolla $ign definitely puts value on songs that he touches. What is putting you on the spot, since you say Ty Dolla $ign? What is like top 1, 2 Ty Dolla $ign songs?
Dude, I wish Kanye would have dropped that song with him. The was the Backstreet Boys remix or whatever it was. It was like,
I don't know if I heard that.
You haven't heard it?
I don't know.
Oh, dude, I have it on my phone actually, but that shit, I think that was fire.
Really?
Yeah. Kanye's part was kind of but
yeah, that's another one of those situations.
I think that would have been my number one for him, but I don't know. I'm not good with names on songs.
Yeah.
So if I listen to it, I definitely have to hear it.
Yeah.
I definitely could tell you, but.
Okay. Finally. Now that we are fully troubleshooted, shot, whatever, we can get back to the conversation. So where were we? Ty Dolla $ign being one of the top feature artists that you can get on a song. Now, what I was going to say before we were rudely interrupted, J. Cole. J. Cole is one of those people where if you put him on a song, your song is going to go platinum or higher.
Yeah.
Especially if you are an artist that is just emerging, or at least in my world, Thames. Who else has a great J. Cole feature? Summer Walker, SZA. They all do.
Yeah.
I believe. So, Drake, shit.
Well, yeah, Drake's a performer. He's like one of the best performers, though.
Yeah, Drake is good. I went to a Drake show. He's fun to watch for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, on that topic, what is your favorite concert that you've been to besides maybe a Chris Brown concert or something like that? Because he has my top concert right now.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, me and my girl just went to Puerto Rico for this concert because she's a diehard fan.
Oh gosh, I think I know where you're going.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
So, she's a diehard fan. We didn't get to make his Miami concert because it was in Texas for a bachelor party for my boy Gabe.
Nice. Shout out Gabe.
Shout out Gabe. And Lorraine. But so because we didn't get to go, we found he dropped a last minute concert. He does this like every concert. He drops like a last minute Puerto Rico concert because he's from there.
Okay.
And so we were like, fuck it, let's go. And so we booked the tickets, went there for a day just to go watch the concert.
What?
And it's my second time seeing him. I'll tell you right now, he's up there, dude. He's probably the best concert I've been to. Yeah, his name is Raul Alejandro.
Raul Alejandro.
I don't know Spanish, so I don't know anything he's singing or saying. But I'm telling you, the vibe is there. It's definitely a vibe. He has it's a theme concert too.
Really?
Yeah, dude. It was fire.
That's dope. And I was not gonna guess that. I was not gonna guess that. I would have assumed like Bad Bunny or something.
Yeah.
But as soon as you said he's from Puerto Rico, I was like, oh, it's not him.
I think isn't Bad Bunny from Puerto Rico?
Is he?
I think so.
Oh damn, I fucked that all the way up.
But to me, I tell her I tell everyone that's trying to get like who does he represent, like who's he similar to? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
in like the United States or anything, I say he's similar to Chris Brown.
Okay.
Because he can dance too.
Okay.
And he sings.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, dude. There's no. It's hard to compare people to Chris Brown as far as performing. But that's cool. I wouldn't have expected flying across the country to go to a show and stuff. That's commitment.
That's what happens when your girl loves an artist.
Yeah. Right. And most boyfriends have been like, "No, we're not going." You can listen to him on radio. No.
I almost told her. Told her that.
No, that's super cool though. You got the trip out of it and stuff. My favorite show that's not Chris Brown or Drake or something. I went to Kanye. Kanye was cool. It was on one of the tours where he was stopping his concerts though and ranting for hella long. So we were afraid that he was going to do that for our show, and he didn't, thankfully. But Kanye was a cool show. I saw KD, Kevin Durant, for those who aren't familiar, and Stephen Curry there.
Oh, shoot, okay.
Because it was like a mosh pit floor type situation. So they were there. That was cool. But as far as performance, Bruno Mars is really, really good.
I heard The Weeknd too.
Yeah, I've never gone to The Weeknd. Maybe somebody that both of us know told me this, but they said that the Weeknd concert was one of the first shows where they saw multiple women fainting from just his sight.
Oh, wow.
Like as soon as he came on to perform, they were screaming so much that they fainted.
Oh, shoot.
Rather than, sitting for so long and fainting because you're standing for too long or don't have
I don't know. I don't
water.
I don't get the hype around that.
No, me neither. I've always been one of those people that if I was going to meet a celebrity, I would want to know about them then. I never really got into the whole like, let me find out their birthday. Let me follow them every single show, or all that kind of.
It's girl math.
Yeah, that type of fandom. Yeah. But that's another reason why is because I always felt like I was going to meet them, and if at some point I was going to meet them, I would want to treat them as a normal person, and I don't just meet strangers and randomly know their birthdays. Yeah. So I didn't want to do that to celebrities as well either. But maybe that's a little different for me. But
that's a good take on it. I mean, I'm the same way. I'll get hype after I meet them, but like during the meeting of them, because I met Tiana Taylor.
Oh, that's cool.
I met Quavo. I was actually when I went to LA for my birthday. The first time I've ever been to LA like that. We went out. I went out by myself, and I kind of got into this club called Poppy. I guess it was.
Oh yeah, Poppy. Yeah,
Poppy.
Oh yeah.
And so when I didn't, that's when I asked. Then I texted you.
P-O-P-P-Y.
Yeah. That's when I texted you. I was like, and I told you. I was like, in LA, people just don't dance.
Dude.
But
they don't dance in LA.
Dude,
oh my god.
It was the smallest dance floor I've seen, but they had hella bottle service tables.
Yeah.
So
and they don't dance at the tables either.
Well, that's how I got Tiana Taylor's hyping me up because I was the only one dancing.
Yes, see.
So I snuck onto one of the tables, and then that's where Quavo was right behind me, and then Tiana Taylor was right next to me, and that's where I was like dancing, hyping on her song because she was promoting her song.
Oh, okay.
That was when she was with
Shumpert.
Shepherd.
Shumpert,
Yeah.
yeah.
Shumpert.
Shumpert,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because he was there, and so was Designer.
See,
Yeah,
that's
see.
cool. Designer. I tried to get into some of his other songs outside of Panda, and I couldn't.
Yeah, no.
It was he did it. He had to hit it with that one though.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
dude, they don't dance in LA.
Yeah,
like
maybe
that.
the places you've been to.
Well, I mean, okay, I'm lying. I'm sorry to the people who are
Yeah.
dancers that I know personally that, you know, kill it and are literally in the gym at 24-hour fitness dancing. Yeah, for real. Shout out to you guys. But in the clubs, if you are not a background or, you know, backup dancer for SZA or Summer Walker or something, shout out to my friends, they're not dancing.
Yeah, yeah.
You know who is a dancer in the clubs in LA.
Yeah.
Because they are the ones who are moving. Other than that, it's really just a show like, I got money, I'm out for the weekend.
That's what it seemed like. That's what, when I went to that club, that's what it mainly seemed like, was it was just for the bottle service only, and not really like there for the vibe. As far as like, I don't know, man. Like every time I picture like a club, and like, I feel like the Dream Club, I always want to say City Nights when we were younger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's like the perfect, like everyone's dancing.
Yeah, City Nights is cool, and I hope that other people in other areas have a similar spot where, you know, City Nights is an 18 and up club in San Francisco. I'm not sure if it's still called City Nights on Saturdays or if it's just like Club X or whatever.
Something like that.
But for the background, they did it was a club, so every weekend they opened. On Fridays they did house music.
It was like
more like EDM,
rave, EDM stuff.
Yeah, that type of crowd. And then after that, on Saturdays it was the ratchet crowd, you know, the hip hop shit. And at first, I was going only on Fridays, and I was like, yeah, this is awesome. And then I started going on Saturdays.
Yeah.
And then I just fell in love with it. I was going every weekend, seeing you there every weekend.
Yeah.
But there's no place like City Nights in LA. Go get them. There's nothing like City Nights in LA where, you know, you pull up and the whole point is to be dancing.
Yeah.
And the shame about City Nights is that it's 18 and up. So when you get to a certain point, but that's probably why it's so fun too, because that type of crowd is the only type of crowd that dances.
Yeah. Because once you get into like your 20s,
like once you're in your mid 20s, when you're comfortable going to like the 21 and up clubs and shit, at that point, you're too cool, or, you know, something's wrong with your brain to where you stop dancing.
Yeah. Or not only that, it's just the only thing I see from that is that like, it's not like it's like the too cool thing, but not everyone dances. You'll get a few people that dance, but it's not like everyone. You go to the city, no one's drinking, they can't drink, so they're dancing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's what I do love about my younger days, is that like I did get to experience that. So like when I think of like clubs, you know, I want something like that that's like 21 and up. That'd be dope.
Yeah, man, dude, those memories were so fun. We met so many cool people. I feel like our friendship just blossomed because we definitely saw each other once a week for a long period of time. Yeah. Because another thing too is City Nights was one of those clubs where you could get on the VIP list and you could get in for free before, you know, a certain time of the night and stuff. So,
mainly girls. It was
mainly girls, but we had the VIP.
We had the VIP.
You know, so we were able to go places we weren't technically able to go in there, and you know, that was a movie. Speaking of, I'm supposed to have London. You remember London?
Yeah, I remember London.
I'm supposed to have London on the show.
I miss her in Chicago and all them.
Yeah, dude. Me too. So I mean, shit. When I figure out how to get a show where we can put multiple people together, I think it'd be really cool to have a think tank type conversation with, you know, all the City Night crew.
That'd be cool.
As we get into that, but yeah, she's supposed to get on the show. A couple other people that I met there are supposed to get on the show, so that's cool. Again, thank you for coming out as well. I know we've been dealing with some technical difficulties, so it's been a little tough, but it's super cool to have you out here. I have some questions that the chat pulled up. just about music and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Should we get into those?
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay, cool.
Stop eating the dirt.
Yeah, Cokes. You're not supposed to eat the dirt, girl.
You're a dirty girl.
But we appreciate you. Yeah, dude. Oh my gosh. It's okay. Appreciate you. All right, go over here. Or go somewhere
else.
As cute as you are. Do you want to do questions for music lovers and dancers first, or would you rather for music and dancers?
Let's do questions first.
Questions first.
Yeah, let's do that.
Now, I haven't went over these yet, but the chat usually gives something that will prompt a good conversation. Actually, before we get into this, you had an idea.
Oh, my Netflix idea?
Yeah, is that what is that, like a dancing thing, or is
No,
it
it was actually I had.
Should we tell it, or do you because it's going to be put out there, millions of people are going to see it. so we should probably.
Well, yeah, I mean, shoot, if someone's gonna actually do it, I think it would be dope.
Okay. So if you hear this and you are capable of producing a TV show for Netflix, let's say, somebody on my Instagram does follow me, so let's do it. Listen to him.
No, so basically, it's the name I was thinking of is called The Lottery.
Okay.
And you know how they have it's kind of like a documentary style, but like they show the behind the scenes and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually also not chatted, but I messaged DJ Khaled hoping he would do it, but he never responded. But okay, so it's called The Lottery, and what you would do is you have probably 12 artists in there, and 12, or you can even go more. And what it is you'll get like a rapper, a girl singer, or even a guy singer, whatever it is. You'll mix it all up, but it'll be like famous people. So it'd be like Drake, Chris Brown, Tory Lanez at the time.
Damn.
This is artists like that, right? And you basically you'd be filming everything, and then you go to the lottery, and then they'll pull names, and they'll say, okay, these 3 artists are grouped up together, and you'll get like a DJ Mustard 2 with them.
Yeah.
Right, and then so this is a group, and then you'll get another group. This is a group. This is a group, and then you basically have a challenge every week of like who drops the best song, who drops the best music video.
That'd be dope.
So it'd be like,
dope.
but these are like famous artists, and so it's called The Lottery, and then you get the behind the scenes of how they're making the song and everything like that.
That'd be cool.
And then you have the finale or whatever. Whoever has the best song, they perform it too, and everything like that. So.
Yeah.
I think that would have been a cool like Netflix documentary style.
Yeah,
thing.
that would be
Kind of like
just to show the behind the scenes of how creative minds work. And, the competition factor would be cool.
And then it would bring like artists that you've never seen together. You know what I mean? I think that's that's a cool factor of it. You would bring like Chris Brown has never done a song with this person or has never worked with this producer. You know what I mean? And then and then they get a bunch of money off it because they have a song that's platinum, whatever it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's one thing about the music industry that I would like to encourage more is less rap beefs and more collaborating. Because it's a shame when a lot of the big names in the industries are the ones that are clashing together for some reason. So then you'll never get that song from Kendrick Lamar and Drake. You'll never get that song from Kendrick Lamar and Drake that is just going to rock the world like it should.
Yeah.
You're never going to get that. And that's something that's kind of sad.
Yeah.
So, but I do like that, encouraging collaboration and just having a little bit of a competitive factor to it.
Yeah.
Now, would you say that there would be just the celebrities working together, or would you bring people who maybe be in this
like an upcoming artist?
Yes.
Yeah. So
like that.
That'd be like that's why I'd say it'd be like a split. So it'd be you have one producer, one famous singer, one famous rapper, and maybe one upcoming artist.
Okay.
And so that has to be so you'll then when you pull the lottery, all right, this is the main singer in this group. This is the main producer in this group.
That would be sweet.
This is the upcoming artist in this group.
Yeah.
And so
that'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be really cool. And you could even make it to where the challenge is something like, oh, you have to make a country type song or something random like
something
that.
random, or you know, that it could be like there'd be like maybe like 3 series, so you do one like that. Maybe this is you have to make a different style of song that you're normally used to.
Mm-hmm.
And this one is you guys have to come together and make your own,
Mm-hmm.
and then one after that.
Yeah, no, dude, that's a dope idea. I think that's they should run that.
Yeah, that'd be a dope Netflix idea, huh?
Yeah, I would love to see more collaborative content in shows, but something that revolves around art.
Yeah,
Not just music in general, but maybe combining somebody who thinks that they can be a visual artist and putting them in the music world.
Yeah,
and seeing how that goes. But yeah, I mean, you could also combine visual artists in that. You know, you could have the singer. You can combine in there a graphic artist for the cover art or something similar to that. Yeah, dude, that we could go on for days for it. I like that idea. That's really cool. I had an idea for a show that was. It's not really on that type of hype, but it'd be cool because I was thinking something along the lines of taking a stranger on vacation with you. So like, you know, you have the main host, somebody who is a cool character that people like, you know.
Mr.
And
Beast.
Mr. Beast. Oh, Mr. Beast is doing what he's doing, and he's a great personality, but I don't think he would actually fit for this role. As in, like, it would be somebody who, like Kevin Hart or or The Rock, or, you know, somebody with that type of personality to where, like, it could be you're just chilling, and out of nowhere some stranger gets to go on this dope adventure with Kevin Hart, and they get to stay in that big old crazy room that I know he stays in when he goes to Vegas, or you know, that anything. And so the little person gets to experience what that big lifestyle is like, and then just capturing that whole moment, I think would be dope.
That'd be dope, like a random person.
Yeah, just a completely random. They're not expecting it, but then like you pull them up, they got their passport. Now we're going to Greece, and we're doing a 5-star trip to Greece that they never would have been able to do.
And it's like a behind the scenes.
Yeah, and then while we're there, you know, on the backside, they're getting like $10,000 cash like afterwards or something, you know, something like that.
It's almost like like those series that they have on like HGTV and everything where they that'd be dope.
That mixed with, I don't know if you've seen any of the videos on socials where the guy goes to maybe Home Depot or something and grabs the people who help for work.
Oh yes, I've seen that. And he takes them on to the rides.
Yes, and then he'll take them to like Disneyland or Six Flags or something cool. That on a big scale. Where you bring a whole family or something on vacation and you show them all this shit that they would have probably never been able to see before or something, you know, being able to give people experiences.
That'd be a cool show too.
Right? I thought that because like my life, I have not had a lot of money, me personally. You know, but I've been blessed with good friends and a network of people who want me to do stuff with them. So, like one of my friends, he goes to Vegas a lot. When he goes to Vegas, if I'm in town, he invites me and I can go. And it's a whole experience with a private jet. You get off the jet, you're in the Rolls Royce, you go to the hangover style hotel room, and you're just like, what? Like, to be able to run literal laps in your hotel room and not see every room is ridiculous, you know? But for somebody else to be able to see that, it'd be clean. And I want people to understand that those types of opportunities and that lifestyle is out there. And sometimes all you need to do is just see it in order for it to
honestly, it's almost like a movie style lifestyle that people just don't get to see.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Just something for the people that it will also lift people's spirits in general. But yeah, I think we both are onto some dope ideas there for shows.
Questions. Why you asking all these questions?
Why are you in my business asking all these questions? Now we're going to get into the part of the show where I like to ask questions that the chat came up with. Now, some of these come from the chat on social media. If they are through fashion or anything like that, I'll take them and I'll put them in this episode because fashion guru over here. you know, some of these are also made by ChatGPT. So what you get is what we got is what you get. But other than that, we have a couple questions that are for music lovers and dancers, which we both are. So I think this would be fun to answer a couple of these. Question number 1. What is the first song that ever made you feel something? Now, I don't know if that's something good, if it's something bad, or if it's just that one song that if you hear it, you just remember good, you know, something good.
It's I guess I would say it's my dad to my mom's song.
Okay.
It's the Temptations, My Girl.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I would say that
That's
probably
a classic.
Yeah, probably that one.
Yeah. On a completely different genre, I would say. The song that sticks in my brain the most would have to either be, because there's two of them, it would either be I Like to Move It, you know, the Madagascar,
Yeah.
like I like to move it.
I like to move it.
Yeah, that song growing up in Minnesota, found it randomly in a CD case, put it on, blasted it for days.
Yeah,
One of my favorite songs. And then the second one would be the thong song.
dude.
Which is it's so,
you know, a lot of people don't know that song though.
Dude, they don't, and it's so sad on a certain level.
Honestly, if it was nowadays, I'm telling you that he would be straight fire, dog. He was
man, that thong.
I want to see that booty go.
Baby, make the booty go.
Baby.
I'm crying. That's my shit.
You know what's funny though? Dude, because not a lot of people know the song. So when I told you we went to Texas, I was at my boy Gabe's. Shout out Gabe. It was a bachelor party.
Shout out Gabe.
That was we played a game.
Okay.
Right? So I came up with a game. Basically, it's like a point system. You split into 2 teams. So we split the party in half.
Mm-hmm.
And you have 1 point, 5 points, 7 points, and 12 points.
Okay.
And one of the points, though, is if you get the DJ to play the thong song.
Oh.
So the funny thing is that you said that is that that's what I'm saying. Not a lot of people know that song, though.
Yeah. Not a lot of people do. Though. It's hilarious. And I dyed my hair one year. I was almost buzz cut. I haven't really gone buzz cut before, but I was really low haircut, and I was completely blonde. I was going through my grandpa's closet, and I found this like mink coat, you know. So I obviously had to put it on, no shirt, blasted that song, and I felt like Cisco. I was like, throughout the entire house.
Dude.
But anyway, that's one of the first songs that, you know, I remember. And the Madagascar song, I would have to say, is the better one out of the two. As far as being a song that really affected me, because that song, I every time I hear it, I think about that moment, and I just enjoy, you know, where I've gotten to in life, and it brings me back to that childhoodness.
I would say, that as far as personal wise, that one, and then I have another personal one that also means something to as well. It's Rainbow, as well, by Chandler. You probably never heard of it, but it's my grandma's song.
Okay, I haven't heard that one.
But one that's funny that actually I would say, kind of like in your scenario, like you remember, is the song that I remember is, and I didn't know until I got older, is Too Close.
Too Close.
Step back, you're dancing kind of close.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so
yes.
dude, I'm telling you, I used to rock out to that, dude, when I was younger. When I was like 12 years old, rocking that song out. And I didn't know what it meant until I got obviously older. I'm like, that's a dirty song, man. I'm over it. Let's see if it's like a freaking
dude. That's the thing too, is children, you are listening to music right now that you have no idea what the words mean. You might think you do, but at the end of the day, you do not. I was singing, oh man, I had to be in the 3rd, 4th grade. I'm singing, I don't know, Pour Some Sugar on Me or whatever. Pour some sugar on me.
Yeah.
Dude, that song has some crazy lyrics. And I was out there blasting them shits when I was a kid. So,
thank God for Kids Bop.
Right. Damn. I actually didn't own any of those. I thought they were shit from the beginning. God. Oh my gosh. Okay, we'll get on to number 2.
Yeah.
Number 2. What artist or album shaped your taste in the music you listen to most?
Artist or album? That's a good question.
If you need some time to think, I know for a fact that my childhood and the way I think about music now is shaped by my mother, Angie Maserati. All the songs that I grew up listening to, the reason why my music catalog is so vast is because of my mom. Growing up, she was always in bands, singing around, you know. So all the classics that were radio hits, I know. Classics from today, obviously, I know.
Yeah.
But even, you know, back in the day, introduced me to like Frank Sinatra randomly, just all that kind of stuff, all from my mom.
I would have to say my mom too, though. Like,
Yeah.
I know it's the question is like what album or artist or whatever
Yeah.
changed, but I feel like when I was growing up, I mean, I listened to anything from Motown to lowrider oldies to freaking Tupac, you know what I mean? So she diversed me into that, which I think I got a rhythm for, and then I love all music, to be honest, except for EDM.
Yeah. I mean, I have some friends who dabble in EDM, and one friend who, DJ Sizzlehop, shout out to DJ Sizzlehop, he is extremely into house music. It's like the only thing that he plays or makes too. He's really good. But because of him, I have started to listen to more house music. Have yet to add multiple songs to my playlist, but I do have more of a respect for it now.
Yeah, I like the old, like if you ever been like listen to the '90s house, I like the '90s house music.
Okay.
Yeah, so I like that kind of music. But
Yeah.
the newer stuff is just, to me personally, nothing against it. You know, it's just me personally. That's all.
Yeah. No, for real. Back in the day, 10 years ago, maybe a little bit more than that, I found myself going down a dubstep rabbit hole. That was interesting. I feel like I don't know how they categorize music on that side of the planet, but when it comes to those two, I feel like they're really similar.
Yeah.
But the dubstep definitely has more of like a
like
feel to it, bassy feel. But yeah, either way, I digress. The reason why I said artist is because my mom is a singer. But no, that makes total sense.
Yeah.
Okay, number 3. If your life had a theme song right now, what would it be? That's kind of tough.
Yeah, that is tough.
Because I mean, every day, your vibe probably changes a little bit, you know. So, theme song.
Roller coaster. Not sure.
That makes sense, you know, because life is a roller coaster, but then it goes on to say of love. So,
no roller coaster of love.
So, what you try to say, boy? No. When I asked my friend Sean, you know Sean.
Yeah,
oops. JR. He goes by JR now.
Oh, my bad. JR.
When I asked him what his lifestyle or what his theme song would be, he said Pimp of the Year. I had never heard that song up until he sang it for me.
Yeah.
But it made sense. I jokingly said Gangnam Style. It wouldn't be, but I just thought that'd be funny. Every time you walk into a scenario, it's like Gangnam Style's playing and everybody's sitting there doing one of these. But we could skip that question. Would you have a theme song that would play or?
Damn, these are good questions, but they're hard questions.
They're hard questions. Yeah. I mean, it's easier if you're prepped for questions, when you come into an interview, but here on the Mack, the cast, here on Mack the cast, we don't do that. We come off the cuff, and the answers that you get are, raw and real. So, if you don't have a theme song, then
no,
we
no
can't.
theme song.
We can't come up with one. Either way, I'm one of those people who skip the theme songs or the intros to most shows anyway. So, speaking of which, Netflix, Hulu, all those, whatever, please introduce a skip feature that you can just set. So it's just on. Like Like I can just go on there, skip all intros, and then you just skip them all. I don't even have to run to the remote before you.
Not the
you know.
recaps though.
Not the recaps.
The intros.
Just the intros. I'm sure some type of AI can get it done. Okay, I digress. Number 4.
All right, let's see what we got.
Can you describe a moment when music or dance got you through something hard?
Through something hard? I think music-wise, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, your heart feels it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I would say, like, I would go back to my mom's and my grandma's song. It would be The Rainbow and
Mm-hmm.
My Girl.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah. How would I answer that question? Can you describe a moment when music or dance got you through a hard time? Absolutely. Talk about any breakup that I went through in high school. What do you think I did? Talk to myself in the closet? No. I put music on and I laid under my bed covers. I laid in bed and just listened to music. And then when I was ready to be fully healed, I put on more music and I got in the gym, or I, put on a different set of music and went and played basketball. So,
I think a music can sway your feelings or sway your emotions in any way. And I think music is a good tool to help navigate through those for sure.
Yeah.
I think like if you want to have a good day, you play some good music, put the windows down, go on a drive.
Exactly.
And you can easily switch your day just like that.
And when it comes to because it said dancing too, I'm not somebody who's just going to sit there and just be dancing. I do dance randomly throughout the day, but how I could see dancing help elevate you through a mood or get you through something would be waking up in the morning, having that good song on, and kind of just doing a little gig, a little dance
I've done
in the morning. Because it just gets you going. It gets that
Get you some Genuine on.
Exactly. throw some Genuine. Get down to some Pony. Something like that.
Why are you humping the floor?
Yeah. Why are you humping the floor at 7:30 a.m.? Because Genuine made me. Yeah. Because he got me. That's why. Let's see here. We'll do one more of these.
All right.
Now, if you were a musician, if you were a musician, what collab would you have? And so, actually, now I'm going to rephrase this. Since we both don't sing for a profession or hobby,
or at all,
I would say, what collab would you want to see in the real world? So what 2 artists do you want to see get together to just?
I've already that's the thing. Chris Brown and Tori already collabed.
Okay.
They had what's that one? I have my.
They have I Love Her. Does that have Tory Lanez in it? No, that doesn't have Tory Lanez in it. I'm tripping.
I know what it is, but I have it. But
wait, does it?
Okay.
I have to look it up now, bro.
Then
Sorry.
I would love to see J. Cole and Tupac.
Oh, that'd be dope.
That'd be fun.
They would have made a great song. I mean, shoot, I'm sure Tupac has songs out there that aren't finished that people just own the rights to. I would love to see that. I would love to see that. Absolutely.
Like Tupac to make a song nowadays. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like J. Cole. That'd be dope.
I wonder where their sound would have went.
True.
If Tupac would have stayed in the same lane and kind of just kept dropping the old school feel, or if he would have flipped into Snoop Dogg mode and started making, something that's a little bit more relevant into this time.
Yeah.
He dropped that album recently with, who was that, Dre?
I think so. I didn't listen to it.
I heard a couple songs off of it. It was pretty good.
Was it?
Yeah. It's one of those albums where you listen to the songs and you respect them all, and then if you add them to your playlist, you'll listen to them again. Otherwise, they'll just be out there in the ether. Dream collab for me. Who would I want to see get together on an album? Randomly, I would love to see Drake and... No, actually, I don't want to see Drake on anything anymore. I love Drake. I think that he's great, even through the whole Kendrick thing.
Yeah.
I think he got bodied
He definitely got bodied, but
But
I think they're two different styles.
yes, I feel like Drake is on a pedestal that is very, very, very hard to touch. Even if it gets
Yeah.
knocked down a little bit, it's still so far up there. It's hard to touch. But a collab that I want to see, I haven't heard much from Adele in a long time. Adele has a beautiful voice. I would like to see Adele with some type of in some type of hip hop mode. Mix Adele with like a singing Justin Bieber. Oh, crazy. Or like a singing Chris Brown. Crazy. You heard that song Mutt?
Yeah.
You heard the remix
Mm-hmm.
with Chris Brown?
Mm-hmm.
Which one do you like better?
I think Chris Brown,
Yeah.
personally.
So you hear that? Do you have the do you have the original version on your phone too, or just
No, I think I have the
just the remix, right? So I downloaded the original version, and I was like, this is dope. This is a good song. And I found out Chris Brown hopped on one, and I found that version that got on my phone. So now they play back to back.
Yeah.
Chris Brown killed that song in the way that if you listen to the other song, it's dead. You don't want to listen to it anymore, because when Chris Brown is supposed to go in, the verse that Leon Thomas does, it feels like it's not supposed to be in the song anymore because of what Chris Brown did.
Yeah.
So I mean,
It's just like
that's random, but
it's just like what Jacquees did to LMA with Trip. See, I think the smart thing, like Jacquees says nowadays, is that he should just ask me to collab, or we could have done a remix. I think honestly, with remixes though too, they need to start bringing back the old Jermaine Dupri remix styles. You know what I mean? It's not like the same song; it's a total different song. I hate how they do. Yeah, the same song, just 5 different artists, every single different remix.
Yeah. You know who I really like to listen to right now? I like to listen to my friend Jay Marie. I don't think you've ever met her, actually. She went to City Nights a couple times, but she just dropped a couple songs. I've talked about her on 3 of the other podcasts because she's just that fucking good. Yeah. Sorry, I just have to give her flowers every single episode because she's an up-and-coming artist, and I feel like a lot of people do not talk about their friends in this type of space like they should, and she deserves to be recognized. Yeah. So, thank you for letting me put that aside on this conversation. Let's go to another question.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna do the would you rather or what?
Yeah. No? So now those were the interview questions. So those are some more that were focused on dance, music, stuff like that. So there's a couple of those that are in the would you rather space as well. Like, would you rather lose your sense of rhythm or your singing voice, which we don't have the singing voice as much. So for somebody who is there, I don't know what they would choose. So
would I could do, would I rather have rhythm or have a singing voice?
Yeah. How about that? Would you rather have rhythm or
I wish I could
be able to sing?
I wish I could sing. Dude,
yeah.
I'm sorry. I love my rhythm sometimes, but I wish I could be able to sing.
Yeah. I feel like you can always, if your rhythm is so off, there are still dance moves that you can hit. You can hit a little side-to-side step.
Yeah.
You can hit a toe step, even if it's off.
Yeah.
Whatever. But being able to sing is such a gift. And that I don't think if you had the option to I don't think you should pass up on.
Yeah. I feel like if it's like, you know how they have a contemporary dance and stuff like that, like where they actually get their emotions out through the way they move. I think that's a good, I think, yeah. But for me, like, I feel like singing would be the similar version of that. And since I don't do contemporary, that's why I'd be okay with I'd rather sing. So.
Yeah, I like that. That's I would much rather sing. Would you rather go viral for a cringy dance or bad karaoke? Me personally, dance. I don't like, because I've gone karaoke, right? I've gone karaoke singing. Going viral for being a karaoke singer would be interesting. But in that case, you might just be a bad singer. But if you go viral for a cringy dance video,
you're gonna be looked at.
You're gonna be looked at, and you could be an actual good dancer. Just the video is cringy.
Yeah, no, I would have to honestly. I would have to go with the singing.
Yeah.
I'd rather go viral for a singing than dance, because then I don't want to be looked at like I can't dance.
True, actually true. Okay, I have a question off the top of my head. How do you think, like, because there's a lot of people who dance. Social media obviously opens everybody to being able to dance.
Yeah.
What do you consider a good dance, like a good dancing video? For example, I would think when I'm scrolling, if I see a dancing video without the sound on and it still looks good and captures my attention, that person can dance.
Mm-hmm.
And you listen to it with the audio, you see it goes with the, the song or whatever, and you're like, damn, that person can dance. Now, there's the exact opposite where the sound is off and you're watching the video and it's like, ugh, what is this person doing? And then you turn the song on and you're like, yeah, it's a little better.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you consider somebody, how do you consider somebody good at dancing?
I think you can tell by the certain movements, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think with TikTok nowadays too, they have the TikTok dances, so it can make someone that's okay at dancing look better than they are.
Mm-hmm.
But I think when you look at TikToks or just in general, like someone dancing, it's how they move on those movements.
Mm-hmm.
You can see if they're pretty good dancer.
Yeah.
Personally, to me.
Yeah, like the fluidness of how they move and stuff.
I mean, there's actually dancers, like you're saying, people that that actually dance crews and they actually get down. Because that shit ain't easy. That's just hard. Right? But then there's the new version of dancing where it's like they hit a little, emote almost, style dance, and now that's dancing. But I think it's a boundary between hitting the emote and you can see those movements of like how they hit that dance.
how they put it into a different dance or something. So then your opinion on maybe the break dancer that was in the Olympics.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to bring her up. I feel like she's just getting the backlash from that. It's called under the rug. But, now that I'll bring her back up, that was wild. I personally didn't watch the actual competition, but just to see the aftermath from it, oh my gosh, I don't know.
I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know where her mindset was at.
Some people have their own mindset. I don't know, but yeah, I think what she did was crazy. The fact that that you see the whole route and how she got there. Yeah. Okay. Because you got to be a little insane almost to be able to do all that just to go to the Olympics. But she also has that story in her back pocket that she could always bring.
You want to tell it for the people who don't know it?
Well, I don't know the whole story, but from what I recall is, so she formed her own dance company, right? Was that right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
It was like she had her own dance company or dance crew or whatever, and she basically limited it to only her. And so that way, when they came around, I guess for Australia, she was the only one there because she was the only one technically in the company or whatever.
Oh,
I don't know. I saw on TikTok.
I might have fibbed. I don't know. I didn't know that background. That's If that's the case, then I mean.
Oh, it might be pizza time.
You low-key deserve that. It might be pizza time. Okay. Hoping that the wind isn't too crazy. I didn't bring them with me. They're in LA. Otherwise, I do have the windshields, the windscreens.
Level 5 storm.
Yeah. No, I mean, shit. If it sounds like it's too windy, I won't put these in there. But it'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
We should be able to. It's for the content anyway. Yeah. So sorry if the audio isn't as crisp. There is one would you rather question here that I do want to ask you though. Where was it? Here. Would you rather hear your favorite song? Oh, no, sorry. Would you rather never hear your favorite song again or never discover a new one?
Would I rather never hear my favorite song or never be able to just discover a new favorite song?
Yeah.
But I could like all the songs?
I don't know. That's the
You got.
That's the one.
Do I get to like all the songs at least?
I know. That's why I'm like, if you're asking me to have a favorite song and then never be able to have another favorite song over that one, okay.
Yeah.
Like, I'll just continue to like other songs.
I'll continue to favorite them, and
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Well, yeah, I'll just add that to the library, listen to it every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's asking me to never hear another new song again, absolutely not.
Yeah, I'll ditch that one song
Yeah.
for a plethora of new songs I can listen to.
Easy. Absolutely. Okay, good. I wanted to hear that. Would you rather sneeze every time someone says your name or hiccup during every serious moment? There's like, yo, Ray. And if God forbid you have you're one of those people who has like the 3 sneeze attacks every time you have to sneeze.
Yeah, I would have to go with, honestly.
I'd have to say sneeze.
I would have to go. You would go with sneeze?
I would rather sneeze every time somebody said my name.
How many serious moments have you gotten though? That's the real that's the real question you got to ask yourself.
True.
Like, if you're a therapist, oh yeah, you're like, no.
You're sitting there like, well, first of all, I get the hiccups really often. So maybe I have PTSD from having them so often. And so, in my opinion, I'm like, I never want to hiccup ever. Getting hiccups as an adult is embarrassing.
Yeah, the bad experience.
But at the same time, yeah, I'm not in very serious moments all the time. So that would probably be it.
Because the way I look at it is, the serious moments are going to last, what, maybe 10 minutes? Your name's going to be called.
True.
All the time. Like, when you introduce yourself at work, hey, I'm, oh, you're,
yeah.
Sneeze?
Hi, I'm Mokes. Hey, okay, I sneeze. And then they say, oh, Mokes, nice to meet you. Then I sneeze again. And then they're like, oh, yeah, this is my colleague, Mokes. Sneeze again. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
not, actually.
I'm going with hiccups.
Yeah, hiccups.
He's all
hiccups.
Mokes.
Yeah.
My dog died.
That would be horrible if it was both.
We got to reenact it. You got to reenact it.
Right? Okay.
Mokes, my dog died.
Well, bro, I don't even know what to. I can't get my mind to.
That's how you're going to treat me right now?
I'm so sorry.
I just come to you with my only dog named Jeffries that's been in my life for 15 years, and this is what you're doing? Yeah.
My bad, bro.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe,
you're like, Mokes. And you just cut it. No, that'd be horrible. I'd have to say the hiccups probably.
Yeah.
Because there's absolutely no way I want to sneeze that many times.
What?
All right, next question. Would you rather have a laugh that sounds like a goat or a sneeze that sounds like a scream?
What's a goat sound like?
You're just like,
sound like. I think a scream.
What was
God
it?
forbid you have to.
Oh man, that
Wait,
was...
wait. So it's every time. What was it again? Say it again.
Every time you laugh, you sound like a goat.
Okay.
Or every time you sneeze, it sounds like you're screaming. Okay, actually,
what I picture in this moment it's midnight. You're camping. You get something that just brushes your nose.
You're just like, sorry. You're just screaming top of
You have
your
a family
lungs.
next to you. It's like, what's going on over there?
Oh man.
I would still have to go with the scream.
Yeah, same. Allergy season would be tough, but throughout the rest of the year, I think I'd be good.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, allergy season would suck.
I'm lucky I don't have allergies.
I mean, if it was my mom, she'd be screaming like 4 or 5 times every 10 minutes. That would not be good.
They would use as an extra in a Scream movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Get the pollen.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the whole sneeze theme of these jokes are, but that was a good one.
That was.
Either way, would you rather be stuck in a group chat with your entire family or your exes? Probably my entire family. Because I don't need to talk to my exes.
Yeah, definitely not.
Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and not answer that question as thoroughly as we could have. Would you rather chase your dreams and be broke or settle for comfort but always wonder what if? I'm currently chasing my dreams and I'm broke, so I have to say the first one.
You have to say the first one.
Yeah, because settling for comfort and always wondering what if is one of my
Deepest fears.
biggest fears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have to agree with you, but keep in mind though.
Open-minded.
Do you stay broke?
Absolutely not.
That's where they get you, because you're not thinking about it. You're not thinking you've been broke for 10 years and now finally you made it. Do you still have to stay broke though?
But you settle for comfort, dude, and then
But you're a millionaire. It's not something you always wanted to do, but you're a millionaire. You can pay for someone else's dreams.
Yeah,
you can have a family.
And that would be cool too, because I do find joy in helping others, so that would be awesome. But at the same time, if I have to sit there and wonder what if is in my own situation, and it's saying settle. So if I'm settling, if I was making millions of dollars or high hundreds of thousands of dollars, at that point I don't think I'd be settling, because that's the ultimate goal, is to be comfortable and get something that gets you to that point. But if I have to give up my dreams and be broke for a little while to do that,
I would do that.
Then,
I would go option A.
Because at the end of the day, if it takes you 10, 20, 30 years to get there, I'm saying starting from baby. I'm not saying if you start at 30 and it takes you 30 years to get there.
You're just trying to hustle.
Yeah, dude, you're just a baby in your diapers, boss baby type shit.
Trying to hustle.
Just hustling.
Smack. Give me my money.
Give me my. Yes, exactly. Yeah, if that's the case, then I definitely want to be chasing my dreams and stuff. But if it means being broke forever, no, because there's the world out there. I want to experience all of that.
And but it's just for us. But imagine if that was for somebody else. What's their dream? True. What if their dream is to be a freaking pony rider?
True. I mean, shoot. Then
they're going to be broke forever.
Exactly. Unless you're out there giving lessons, because people need to ride ponies.
Yeah.
I mean, horses.
Never did.
Would you rather live a peaceful, quiet life or a wild one that's full of ups and downs?
Wild one.
Yeah, absolutely. The more stories, the merrier.
Yeah, because all with the downs, you're going to have more ups.
Yep, I agree. I don't want something that's just peaceful. At the end of the days, after a life that's been up and down, sure. Family's raised, I'm chilling, retired, peaceful. Let me do that. I don't want some ups and downs. My heart can't take it.
The way you got to look at it, though, too, you're not going to have no ups if you don't have downs.
True. If you have a peaceful life the entire time, are you just sitting there?
You're not going to be wise. You're not going to have no knowledge to pass on to your next generation.
Exactly. I agree. 1,000%. I would rather have a wild life that has a lot of ups and downs.
Wild thing.
Than a peaceful, quiet life. For sure. This isn't related to these questions at all, but when it comes down, since you're into fashion and stuff, when it comes down to trends in fashion that you see now, what is something that you are diving into, and what's something that you're like, absolutely not. I will not get into that, even if it's the most trendy type of fashion.
I think fashion, to me, I guess in regards to that, I think the one thing I would not is the super, super baggy pants.
Super baggy?
Have you seen them when they stack them?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like they extend it hecka, and then it's like a stacked look at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I don't like. to me, it's all about measurements. So like it's all about like as far as the pants have to go down to like your ankles or a little bit below to where it's like fitted a little bit more. But I would say probably just that look. Yeah.
I do like when it comes to the bagginess, I do like that it's the complete opposite of the skinny jean era.
Yeah.
I mean, during that time, I couldn't wear a lot of the fashion that was going on and stuff, just because of my legs are too big. My calves are massive, so skinny jeans did not work.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to the baggy stuff, I'm okay with baggy jeans. When it's a baggy jean with a small shoe and your pants are all dragging on the ground, that to me I couldn't have, because I don't like when my pants drag on the ground and get dirty and hitting in puddles and all that shit. Not a huge fan of, but I'm not against the baggy.
Yeah, I just don't like the extra, and then people with pants are like hecka super big and they have to like tighten it hella, and so you have like these big old bulges coming out the belt. I see like a lot of younger kids do it.
Yeah, when it's not tailored properly.
Yeah, like I get mine at least tailored a little bit more. But.
Yeah, I've seen on your Instagram you've been cropping the jerseys and some of your T-shirts and stuff, which looks dope. And you're bringing those to a seamstress, or?
Yeah, so I wanted to do it myself, but it's hard.
Yeah.
But I haven't had the time. Like I actually have a sewing machine, so I'm going to start potentially trying to test it out so I can get that.
Hold on. People, did you hear what he just said? I'm going to start potentially. Which one is it? Are you going to do it, or are you not going to do it?
That's the question. No, I just have to get time to do it.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
Yeah.
But especially because my weekend's been packed recently. And like you said, I went to Texas, Puerto Rico, then Oregon, then Oregon again. So, but yeah, that's my goal, basically. But yeah, I take it to a seamstress right now.
Yeah, okay. I mean, no, that makes sense. Take it from somebody who's in the arts and has been in there for a while. When it comes down to having somebody else do something that's a part of what you create, but it is faster and you can afford it, do it every time.
Yeah.
If you as the creative can off-source like work, do it.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, your time is the most important. So if you're gonna sit at that machine and take 30 minutes hemming the shirt, or you can send it to somebody for $15 and they'll do it in 5 and you'll get it back. Do it that way.
No, yeah, exactly. So that's why I've been doing it. I just take the measurements to her and everything like that. But yeah, I mean, I just like the aspect of trying to find different fashion at pop-ups and stuff like that.
So like flea markets and whatnot.
Yeah, I do flea markets, pop-up San Jose. I do the best one I like is World's Worst Expo.
Okay.
They have it like in Sacramento, and they sometimes come down to the Bay Area.
Nice.
And then I go to like different thrift stores.
Nice.
So, but yeah, I mean this one right here is thrifted too. So.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, if you guys haven't noticed, the boys dripped out. So, more than me. This is what I wear all the time. There is a question up here, actually, that reminded me of. It had something to do with, would you rather throw some clothes away? It was, let me see if I can find it here. Whoever asked this one did it right. Let me see. If I can't find it quick here, then we can just move on. Maybe it was just something that I had in my head. That's why I thought it was good. So I'll just explain the backstory then, because the question that I thought was on here was something like, would you rather, wear the same fashion for a while, or, keep switching, whatever. And the reason why I thought of it was because like I wear the same outfits a lot.
Yeah.
I don't buy like new clothes very often. Part of the reason is because I have my own brand. Shout out Tim Hood. But the other side of that is just I don't care to. I mean, I feel like if I stepped out, I have cool enough stuff to wear. But as money does come in, that is something that I'm going to elevate is my fashion style. Because seriously, right now, I mean, I wear probably the same 4 or 5 pairs of, you know, sweat shorts or whatever around the house. Have a couple pairs of sweats, 2, 3 pairs of jeans, like not much. So when it comes down to it, I recycle through my clothes a lot.
Yeah.
You know, and those things that those sweats, those shorts, all those I've had for years. Sometimes, some of them I bought. You know, that Chris Brown concert that we both went to a while ago. Like I have those I have sweats from that show that I still wear today. I've just cut them all the way up to mid thigh because holes and all kinds of stuff. But now they're just sleeping shorts. But still, I just love clothes, and when something has that nostalgia or that meaning, I just wear it until I can't wear it anymore.
Yeah. For me, I have my pieces that I go to periodically. But I try to expand. I come down to sometimes wearing the same stuff, but I try to expand that and try to get out of my comfort zone sometimes and try different fits or try a fit that I've never tried before. Like I just bought some cow pants.
Oh, dope!
Yeah, they're
like cow pattern.
Yeah, like cow pattern. So I'm going to try to find an outfit for that. You know, I have different styles too. I have street style, a little more formal, kind of like the old money look too. You know, so trying to test the waters and expand it. You know.
Yeah, something that's we get a lot of airplanes that go over here. But no, I mean, yeah, your fashion style is cool. So one thing that I've noticed is that you have a lot of statement pieces. So maybe that would be something that somebody can do if they're looking to up their closet or something.
Yeah.
You know, have maybe the 4 or 5 pairs of jeans or shorts or whatever that go good with a lot of things, and then you have that statement hat or jersey or whatever, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, like that's another goal I have too, is be able to make clothing like you do, kind of in the future.
Dude, if you want, I mean, sorry to cut you off, but if you want to, dude, just hop on over. You can just join Tim Hood if you want.
Yeah.
Anything that you want to drop, you know, I have the manufacturer and stuff. We can work with it.
Yeah.
I've been trying to do that with some of my friends. A lot of them want to start their own thing, but a lot of them don't have the time to do that.
Yeah.
Tim Hood is what I do. This is what I do. So when it comes down to it, you know, if you really want to do that, we can run that up.
Yeah, because a clothing brand that I have too, they're actually out of Bay Area, Salgo Studio.
Okay.
Yeah, so like I like how they've been pushing their brand and how they've been doing it. So that's like something that I potentially want to kind of try to implement. And it's not necessarily like all like style. It's more like the way it fits on you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's a big thing to me, how it fits on me. It's all about I guess not the measurements, but it's the
drape, the fit. Yeah.
The fit, basically.
Of course. Yeah, I agree. But right now with Tim Hood, I'm a little confused because I have a lot of artwork that I do.
Yeah.
You know, graphic art, paintings, all that stuff. So people have been asking for merch, but I'm like, well, I'm building a whole clothing brand, so technically that's going to be my merch. And then as I'm building the clothing line, I'm like, well, shit, I kind of want Tim Hood just to be essentials. You know, cool color patterns, cool logo, simple designs, but something that just feels comfortable and is quality that somebody could wear for years if they wanted to.
Exactly.
But figuring out, do I post or do I put all my graphic art and put it over here? Do I split it up? Do I, you know, that kind of thing is where I start to overthink a little bit. But yeah, man, I'm telling you, if you want to hop on over to the clothing side and, you know, even if you want to give it its own name or whatever, you can just sell it on the Tim Hood website and, you know, we can run it up. That way we both are marketing the same place.
Yeah.
So orders and stuff, you can split whatever. But,
yeah, no. I wanted to call it Faro Studio.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
So, see?
That was
don't steal that.
don't steal it. But I'm going to spell it differently, but yeah.
Okay. Hell yeah. Yeah, see, dude, I think that, I mean, right now you're in the art space, so I've been seeing a lot of painting. Have you been painting recently?
I haven't recently, but I'm going to be on one, like, so I'm going to jump back into it just for fun. I mean, I do it for fun. I got some of my pieces, luckily, into one of my other friends' barbershop.
Nice.
But, I want to push that a little more too. Like you said, kind of like how you're saying, like I don't know what direction I want to go in.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the hardest part sometimes. It's
Mm-hmm.
like it's a navigating between like what's fun, what's for like to push for, as far as money wise,
Mm-hmm.
what's the best way to do that?
Mm-hmm.
How can I balance both, still having fun and not making it feel like it's a job?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I mean, and as a creative, don't feel like because you're not creating, you're doing something wrong, or you're falling behind. It would be weird because if somebody looked at me right now and realized that I haven't painted in a couple of weeks and I'm an artist and that's what I do, they'd look at me like I'm crazy, because an electrician goes to work and they touch electricity. Hopefully not.
yeah, not touching it,
Not literally, but unless they like that type of thing. But they go to work and they work in that field every single day.
Yeah.
And as somebody who tries to build a brand and build a look for their art or a sound, if you're a music artist or something, you have to really put on all those boots and show yourself off. Is there a fashion trend that you've hated until you tried it?
It's in scope of the baggy. So I know I told you earlier I don't like how it's stacked.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, I used to like my pants like kind of a little more narrower.
Mm-hmm.
Like these ones are actually pretty wide pant leg. So I thought I wouldn't like it, but once I started hemming them on the bottom, I found that I actually like this style a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say that.
Mm-hmm.
I would say kind of like the narrow waist, but then like kind of like baggy-ish on leg wise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They go out so you could put, if you had a bigger shoe or something, you could still fit it on there. Do you have because you paint and stuff, a lot of people try to say, oh, you need to have, a certain look that if somebody sees your artwork, they know it's you. Is there something that's like that in fashion where, right now you make sure when you go out of the house, there's that one specific thing that, you make sure you put on, or is it like the pins on the hat or, necklaces?
Yeah.
What's that go to?
For me, the one thing I always step out of the house with is probably my jewelry.
Jewelry?
Yeah. I always like to have some type of jewelry on me.
Mm-hmm.
I like to have multiple chains too.
Mm-hmm.
So as far as the pins, that is something that I like too on my hats.
Mm-hmm.
It's something I want to actually also potentially do, as well as be creative and try to create some pins too.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
I just like things that just stand out. That's not like I don't like the things that, everyone's like that too. That's in fashion, but we always like those pieces that everyone's like, oh, where'd you get that?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Or like even with the hat, like it has embroidery in it. It's not just a normal A's hat. You know what I mean? So I like things that stand out like that, where people question, and I don't gatekeep either. So I look up the website, show them, say, here's where I got it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dope. For me, I don't know. It would have to be sweats. If they see somebody out there in a comfortable outfit, they're like, yep, that's Mokes for sure.
I always like to look clean, put together.
You definitely do.
Yeah.
And that's success. I mean, from the beard, haircut, down to like the shoes you put on, everything is crispy. So you definitely do that really well. All right, I have one more question before we get into some funnier, more like lifestyles type stuff. But the first question I have for you here, or the last question I should say, after this airplane goes by. This is a good question here. I mean, it's a good question for us, but it's also a good question for the people out there listening. Would you rather restart your 18-year-old self with everything you know now, or skip ahead 10 years with guaranteed success?
I'd rather restart.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to skip ahead because I know that in those 10 years, it's cooked.
Yeah,
like, you don't have that. Yeah.
I would rather restart and be able to experience things that I wish I would have earlier and gone through things a lot. As far as like traveling or maybe starting a business earlier. That way, maybe be in the the whole GameStop. Be a millionaire now.
Exactly. You know, I think going back to being 18 would be awesome because, you know, with all the information that I know now, the obstacles that I passed through or got by in life, it's like I now have the blueprint to them. I can get through them easily. Things that I spent months on trying to get through, I can now get through a lot easier. In that time span, I would take things a lot less serious, but more maturely.
Yeah.
As in, make sure that all my T's are crossed, all my I's are dotted. Make sure no debt.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, if I have to get a job to pay for something, do it.
Yeah.
You know, all that type of thing. Just no, because I don't want people to think that I'm saying I want to go back to being 18 because I regret anything that I did. That's that's not the case, and I'm thinking that's for you too. I'm just saying, and going back to that rather than skipping ahead 10 is a clear choice for me.
Yeah, I think it's the same thing. It's crystal clear because I think we've matured at this age to where if we went back, I feel like we would succeed in that 10 years anyways.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. But yeah, so like right now, going forward 10 years, I feel like success is already guaranteed in that amount of time. So
imagine you had a kid. What happened? You lost 8 years of it or something. You know?
Exactly. You're like, yeah, that would not be fun to have to wake up one day. I mean, it's been in the movie, Click.
Oh yeah.
You see it in the movie. How much does he regret not being able to be there for even the things that seemed repetitive in the moment?
Yeah.
No, I mean they're good, but you'd have to think. You know, it's like, number one, what is the most embarrassing thing that you've confidently said that ended up being completely wrong? Like,
it's a very long question.
You know, it's one of those questions where if you hear it and it's on the top of your brain, easy.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna answer that question like that. But if it's something that you have to think about, that particular question, I feel like you have to dig pretty deep in order to get. Because what's the most embarrassing thing you've confidently said that ended up being completely wrong? No.
I guess the only funny remark you would say is anything you saying that you're right to your girl.
Yeah, yeah, right. Like, yeah. I mean, shoot. Sometimes I'll say something with the most pure confidence in the world, and then the next thing I know, it is completely wrong. And in those moments, I do say, "Yeah, I'm wrong."
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't. Out the top of my head, I don't have anything. Absolutely nothing. If laziness were a sport in the Olympics, what would you medal in? Probably procrastination.
Yeah.
I'd be gold medal procrastinator.
Yeah, I procrastinate all the time. But I'm A1 in getting the job done.
Yeah, the job gets done. I just need every single second of my...
That's what happens when you have ADHD.
Right?
That's what they say.
Do you bounce around a lot to different tasks?
Yeah, my girl gets mad at me.
Yeah.
I'll be like 11 o'clock. Oh, I'm going to go do that real quick. I'm like, what? No, but that's what they say, though. And they say that it's a sign. You get this type of dopamine or from being like it potentially not succeeding or whatever it is. And then you just cram it out and you hyper-focus.
You're hyper-focused on it. That's what it is. There's another plane. We are right in the path of these planes today. What's the most ridiculous I can't go out excuse you've actually used? I haven't really made an excuse to not go out.
Yeah.
If I do not want to go out after saying that I did, I'll typically say that I'm, head first in the art project or something like that, because that's typically what happens. I'll totally be down to hang out anytime until it gets to the point where it's time to hang out and I'm like already in an art project or something. I'm absolutely not going.
Yeah. I For the most part, I usually try to make time for it. Someone, but if I'm not, there's usually a reason why I'm not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I try to be honest.
Yeah.
I've learned over the time that it's best just to say, "Hey, I can't," or "I can't make it right now," or
Mm-hmm.
"I'm," or you just don't want to go because
Mm-hmm.
you can feel when someone's blowing smoke. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy.
1,000%. No, you're not. Absolutely not. You show up when you say you will. Top of the head, not here. Thought about this yesterday, actually. When does a reason for not doing something or a reason become an excuse? Or when does an excuse become a reason? Because I feel like at any point you can sit there and say, hold on. I feel like at any point you can sit there and say, this is the reason why I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
But the person on the other end of that could think that's an excuse, but it is the reason. So where does reason end and excuse start, and vice versa?
You got me.
Like, that's something that I have no idea, because that's something I've actually thought about that.
I think it's just based off the person.
Mm-hmm.
I think if a person makes a lot of excuses, it doesn't matter the reason anymore. It just sounds like an excuse.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like if you make it known that you show up for them, or you take accountability in the past times, then that will seem like more of a reason than an excuse.
Mm-hmm. So the line would be, a reason is straight fact. An excuse, though there could be truth, it's a lie, or there's falseness, or stretched. It's stretched to the point where it's like, that's the reason now.
Yeah. I feel like if
this is the reason, the excuse is here. You have to stretch it to get to the reason.
Yeah, like I feel like if they're that's a good take on it.
Right. I think at the end of the day,
pondering, huh?
Yeah. I'm half the time just a little high, but a little lifted. But yeah, I thought about that yesterday, and just now talking to you, I think that would be the answer. Would be, once the reason is fabricated, and it's not true, then it's an excuse.
Yeah, exactly.
Or if there's an easy way around what you just said, like, oh, I can't go to the gym. Why? I don't have my gym water bottle. Something that's off the top of my head, but just something random. Like, there's water.
Similar to that.
You can get water there.
Yeah,
there's
exactly.
water fountains. That's an excuse. Whereas the reason would be, I can't go to the gym. I mean, I'm dead.
How are you calling me?
From the other side, my friend. No, because it's at the end of the day, I don't really see a reason why you shouldn't go to the gym. So that's why I said that. But that's a valid. That's a valid. That's you making an excuse, so that way you don't want to make the effort to go. Yeah, exactly. What's a red flag that you fully accept about yourself? I'm short. That's not a red flag. I'm just kidding. That sucks. Yeah, it does suck. It does suck. You don't have these problems. I'm just kidding, bro. I'm just kidding, bro. But no, I mean, that's not a red flag. Being short isn't a red flag. I think, yeah. I mean, it's got to be something that you know about yourself, so it's pretty introspective. Well, I wouldn't say it's like a red flag though, because I feel like it's a green flag, but then it can become a red flag if it's overused. Like, I feel like I'm a good caring person, and I care about a lot of people. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I don't think it's a red flag, but I think when someone just repeatedly takes advantage of that, not saying anyone has, I'm just saying, like, sometimes, in the past, Yeah. Yeah. Or a good guy. I'm a good guy, I feel like, for the most part. Yeah. Some I see that's the thing. I don't think that's a red flag either. I think that's just bad on their point. But some people vulnerability. Some people be like, oh, he's too nice. Yeah, you're vulnerable in that way. I don't know, because they can. Well, what's a red flag for you? That I am okay. I'm not okay with being broke, but I'm like okay with it. Like like money is a little priority to me. and at the end of the day is becoming a bigger one. But a red flag to me is that like I am okay with being broke a little longer than I should. Yeah, for sure.
I guess I could say red flag would be sometimes I procrastinate, not just like in arts and creative stuff, but like sometimes like in like my girl would plan a date, but she'd be like, "Where are we going?" I'm like, or like, "What time?" and what that. I'm like, you know how girls ask all these questions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, like we're guys, like we usually just go with the flow. We usually just, oh, we're showing up here. That's it. You know what I mean? But like sometimes I procrastinate giving her answers. So I guess it's a red flag. I don't know.
No, 1,000%. It is, and again, that's procrastination is something that, you know, everybody needs to work on. But at the end of the day, not being prepared for certain situations could be seen as a red flag, you know. But yeah, I think mine's worse.
Yeah, yours is definitely
because thanks, bro. I appreciate that.
I'm just kidding.
No, you're not. It is. It's bad. It like seeing
it's
on
not.
social media and stuff. All the you know, all the relationship podcasts all talking about, oh, I need a man that's 6 figures and up and da 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 da. And yes, I understand that we need to support and we need to do all this foundation building stuff. But, you know, as long as I'm on my journey of building whatever I got to build, I'm going to take my time and at the same breath say I need to make more money now. This one kind of goes with the other question that we just asked.
Oh, it is?
But if your life had a warning label, what would it say?
My life had a warning label?
Yeah. Mine would say known to take extra long on making decisions.
Oh, like I'm like, oh, I know. I'm like chemicals in here. I'm like, I'm trying to think of. Oh my god.
Red dye 44 or whatever.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I would say I'm indecisive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think as a, I don't know, maybe it's just creative people just have that natural indecisiveness because we know when we 100% want something.
Yeah.
So we're always trying to compare something to that, and it's like we're sometimes tied between yes and no.
You want to know what else is a little bit of a hard thing to do as a creative is when you see something that you want and you start working towards it. When you're a creative, you don't just see what's in front of you or what it could be. You see what's in front of you, what it could be, and the 1,000 different ways to get there.
Exactly.
Right.
So, no, I agree with that 100%.
So, like, bouncing between those sometimes, even though they're the same common goal, it can take a little bit longer to make that decision because you're like, there's 1,000 ways to get to this point that I want to go to. Which one do I take?
Yeah. Or this piece, like as an art piece wise, that's where I get stuck sometimes soon. Sometimes that's what makes me procrastinate is I see something and I'm like, but this can go 1,000 different ways. And I don't know which way I want to go. And so that creates that stagnant to where you're indecisive and then it procrastinates you. You know what I mean? And that's one thing I've always, like right now I have a piece and I'm like, I don't know what I want to do, but I kind of know what I want to do. But it can also go 1,000 ways to make it something better than what I even can imagine.
Is that because do you find that when you feel like you have what you want it to be in mind? Or do you feel like, or have you ever just painted to paint?
There's only been a couple of times where I just painted to paint and just kind of create something. But usually I have something in mind and then
that can cause those feelings for sure.
Yeah, and then especially if it's not going how you wanted it to go, and then now you're on a spiral, and then it creates something different though, and you still like it. You know what I mean? Like I did that with I did it with the Kendrick Lamar piece. I just kind of spitballed it. I had an idea by and it just wasn't going, but then it took me a different route because the piece wasn't looking like what I wanted it to look like, and I was like, and so I tried something different. It came out pretty good.
Yeah, no, I like that one. That was one of my favorite pieces that you've done. Yeah, maybe try that, dude, because I also get the procrastination and the cold feet when it comes to starting a new project. And oftentimes I find when that comes, or that feeling comes around when I know what I want to paint. So a lot of times I don't know what I want to paint when I first start. Um, when it comes to graphic art, I know a little bit of what the vibe of the image is, and then I'll draw something specific.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to painting, I feel like that is the most creative thing that you can do, and just good thing for yourself, therapeutic in a way.
Yeah.
Dumping emotions, dumping thoughts, dumping images, and everything into this canvas. So it's easy to do that when there's nothing in mind.
Yeah.
As far as like what you want it to be.
Yeah.
Just letting it go and go and go.
Yeah.
One thing that I do cross when I get to that point is, when is it done?
Yeah.
Because if I don't know what the image is going to be in the first place, how do I know when it's done?
Yeah.
Right.
Is it too? There's a piece I did too, where I was like, oh, I feel like it's done, but then like when I look at it now, I'm like, it's kind of bare.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like minimal.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, but yet again, there's taste for that too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's just like, it's that constant battle sometimes. Like, do I do more because it feels like I haven't done enough? Or is it just right where it's at because it's going to catch someone's taste?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not everyone's, but someone's.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because I did like just a white painting, and it just had, I think it was my MJ one.
Mm-hmm.
And it was kind of bare, but
Yeah, still cool though. I mean, in the cool thing about being the artist is, if you did want to add more, you can.
Yeah.
You always can. When it comes down to your paintings, they're your paintings for a reason. I have paintings that I finished in 2017 when I first started, that I wasn't finished with apparently because I drew on them again last week. So when it comes to that, I feel like the piece is done once it's sold and you can't touch it anymore.
Yeah.
But other than that, if your style changes or you want to add more, you always can.
Yeah.
That's my take on that one. What's your I should be in jail for this, but God's still working on me habit? Do you get that one? It's like, what's your I should be in jail for this, but God is still working on me habit? Now, see, that question for you, I can ask somebody else that who's a little bit more wild, maybe does have something that they're working with.
Yeah.
For you, tell me if I'm wrong, but you're a good guy. You're not a troublemaker. You stay within the law and all that stuff. Not sure how often you drink. Do you drink?
No.
Right? You don't smoke weed or cigarettes. So it's like
just crack. I'm just kidding.
just the hard shit.
No,
okay?
I'm just kidding.
If it ain't, no.
No.
But yeah, so when it comes down to this question in particular, I don't think that there is something that you might be in jail for.
No, I
maybe
don't,
speeding. Do you speed?
I do speed, but I speed. I'm a good speeder though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Safe speeder.
I'm a safe speeder.
Yeah.
I would say, I hate this. I hate to admit it. Texting and driving sometimes. I'm a texter. I'm a driver.
Mm-hmm. You know what? And in California, even now, touching.
Yeah, you can't even touch it. Trust me, I got tickets before. You can't touch it.
You can't even touch it. I gotta change the song. I can't even touch it. Or it's a ticket.
Ticket.
That right there is a habit that
It's a habit. I know.
Good answer.
Yeah, I can't. But I have to.
No, that's a good answer. A habit that I should.
You know what it is? It's because we have short attention spans. And so it's just like we have to be doing something at all times. So I used to be able to listen to music, but that ain't good enough anymore. Now we have TikTok brains.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I feel like
TikTok brain.
When you think of something, you're like, oh, let me just do that real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like ADHD has taken over my life.
Yeah.
And I want it back.
I mean, I'm not willing to take any drugs to get it back, though.
No, I'm not doing that.
Absolutely not. I'll deal with this all day.
Yeah. Just crack. Just kidding.
Again, we kid.
What was the the remember back in the 90s when you used to wear those shirts? Dare.
Oh,
Don't do drugs.
the Dare
The
shirts.
Dare shirts and Dare commercials and everything.
Yup. They would come to the schools even.
Yeah, remember that?
You'd have the assemblies and stuff. What did Dare stand for? Drug.
I don't know.
I don't remember. They didn't do a good enough job.
Yeah, they do a good job. She had a catchphrase or something.
Yeah. If someone went through your search history first, or no, sorry, I fucked that one all the way up. If someone went through your search history right now, what would you have to explain first? I don't know. I Google some weird shit. Like, not creepy,
weird.
but just random, you know?
What's random?
We'll go through the search. If it's how do you go through your history? Sorry, I'm on private.
For a reason.
For a reason. Because I'll search up, like, how many times in a day can a gorilla do whatever it does? You know, like, I'm not gonna.
That's what I'm saying. You do it while you drive. You're like, oh, I'm gonna think about that. What is that, real quick?
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Anyway.
ADHD.
Yeah, that would be, you know. Oh, why did you search Pornhub 17 times in the last week? Research.
I need to check out some
Research. I saw something on Instagram. No. What's something you only do when no one's watching because you know you'd get roasted? I don't know if I'd get roasted.
What do I do?
For the things that I do, but I know for a fact that there are things that you probably do when there's nobody watching that you're like, I would not do this in front of anybody.
What would I do that I do behind closed doors that someone would roast me about?
Yeah, I'll actually, as soon as you repeated the question back to me, one popped straight into my brain. I twerk all the fucking time. Yeah, as random as that is, like, I wouldn't twerk.
I think they call it dwerk now.
Dwerk?
I don't know. I heard someone say that. So in my head, the way I process it is dude twerking. So they call it dwerk.
Twerking.
I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not. These new kids come up with some weird things nowadays.
Twerking. I don't think we need a name for if a guy's twerking and a girl's twerking. Can we just have a...
I saw a clip on it. I don't know.
Can we just have a universal word that already exists and just call it twerking? Okay. But yeah, in my house...
Well, what's the scale, though? What's the scale of what you twerk? You, like, pop in the back like a 1 or you pop in the back like a 10?
Bro, I'm throwing Megan Thee Stallion on.
Oh, my God. Dropping the hoodie.
Going in. Bro, it's about a full out 7 out of 10.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. See, okay, maybe I would get roasted.
Yeah, you would get roasted. I'd roast you. I'm roasting you right now.
Okay.
In my head.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Coco, come here.
Just slowly cooking.
Yeah, right. I'm a rotisserie chicken.
I don't think I'm trying to think. I don't twerk. I don't be twerking. Yeah. Or dworking.
I just heard one day that it was really good for your hips, and so I just started
Wait, it's good for your hip. It's good for your heart. It's good for your heart.
It opens up your hips and.
Oh my God. Yeah. She lied. Get your money back.
Yeah. I mean, at first, this has been going on for a long time. So at first, it was to learn how to dance with girls, right? So it's like, if they do this movement, I'm going to go like this, right? Mm-hmm. And so it was like, if girls are going to make this movement, what do I do, right? And so I would like dance to the song as me behind a girl, but then I would also think in my head like, how is she twerking to this? So I'm trying.
That was a good response on how to cover up so you don't get roasted. No, you just wasted 4 minutes of our lives trying to explain why you twerk.
It's going back to city nights days, bro. I'm just sitting here like, bruh. I'm trying to piece it together and make it make sense, but it doesn't. Okay.
What I just picture you doing is all when they have that guy and the math is going up while he's thinking. No, that's going. So if I
If I say
if
this,
I'm her, I don't know how to dance better.
yeah, I'm like, look, I'm about to, hey, bring it around.
He's all way. I
now.
didn't know I could throw it back like that.
Ah, man, see, ain't nobody back there. I'm just saying, bro, that
Yeah.
shit. Fuck. Okay, your turn. I'm trying to roast you, man.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing.
You ain't got
man. I ain't got
nothing?
nothing. I don't be twerking like that.
You don't be talking about I'm Rico Swoley. You know, do nothing.
Oh, I guess I don't get roasted. I wouldn't get roasted for it. But you ever just walk around and just start acting like you're in a movie?
Yeah.
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 So, but that's not really roasting.
Yeah.
I don't think maybe I get roasted.
What do you? Okay, this is another random question. On what scale do you talk to yourself? From
I
1
talk
to
to myself
10.
all the time, but in my head.
So okay, so you don't respond out loud or
Only time I ever do that is like when I play baseball too. So like when I'm at the plate, I hype myself up
okay.
mentally.
Yeah.
Just tell myself to calm down, cool off, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But hype myself
Okay.
up. But
Okay. So I might have a problem then,
you definitely got a problem.
because I talk to myself like a lot, and I respond. Like it's two different people. So maybe that's
You might need to.
I need to figure that out.
Yeah, you need to go to therapy.
Okay.
Mokes, what's up?
Dr. Phil, can we talk about this, please?
Have a whole ass conversation with yourself. You start fighting with yourself.
Yeah, I'm like bad baby and her mom.
Oh my god.
Bad.
You're like me, myself, and Irene.
Yeah.
Multiple personalities.
Yep. They're all just me. It's all me, myself, and I.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Number 4. Has there ever been something that you wanted so bad? Might have been dumb, but you're like, I'll risk it all for that.
Like my life?
Not just your life. I mean, I wouldn't. There's a lot of things that you wouldn't probably risk your life for. But just like risk it all in the moment. Whatever you have, like money or
Like gambling?
Yeah, I mean, we could go to like a gambling type.
Yeah, that's not a good setting though.
You don't gamble?
I do, but I don't.
Yeah. What do you gamble on?
No, I like it, but I'll be losing money. Not like a lot. I don't gamble a lot. What I'm saying.
Sports betting.
No, I don't do any of that.
I sports bet.
You sports bet?
Yeah.
If I'm gambling and I'm like $250, black or red, whatever, I'll try it out. Fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't gamble like thousands. Max I gamble is like $500 usually.
Yeah. Dumbest I'll risk it all moment is probably some type of scam. Somebody hits you up with some crazy opportunity that you're like, all right, yeah, I'll risk it.
You went with those triangle pyramid things, huh? You did that.
The pyramid schemes? No. I mean, I was in a couple multi-level marketing companies and they're legit and stuff, but I'm more so talking about like the stuff that doesn't make any sense, where they're like, oh, put $100 on this cash card and, send it to this person and we'll load it with 10 grand.
Did you do it?
And you're like, yeah.
Did you get 10 grand?
Nope. I got $100 taken from me though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think your other side needs to talk to you about that. I think after this, you go into your room and you talk to yourself.
That's when I started listening to him. I was like, you know what? Maybe I do need to talk to that guy.
Yeah.
Because he was saying don't do it. He was saying it was stupid. But the guy in the front was like, yeah.
What's the worst can happen?
What's the worst that can happen? We're literally scraping together every dollar we have to do this. It's the worst. What's a broke person behavior you still proudly keep in rotation, if any?
Buying clothes.
Yeah. I mean, that can also be a rich person thing too, or like a wealthy person. Is it to the point where you probably shouldn't buy the clothes and you still buy it, or?
Yeah, where it's to a point to where I have enough clothes in my closet to where I could wear a different fit. You know what I mean? But I just always have to have something different. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Especially with the new styles too, new trends are coming out. They're coming out a little bit better.
Mm-hmm. Like you said, TikTok mind, and it's starting to show up in everything: music, fashion, everything. It's just turning over a lot faster.
That's why I'm trying to sell my shit.
Yeah, to get some more.
get some of it back.
Yeah, broke person behavior that I'll still keep proudly in rotation. You'll definitely keep buying clothes, and you'll be proud about buying clothes. So that makes sense. For me, a broke behavior that I have that I will proudly continue to do would be painting anytime. You know, I'm sure there are times where I'm like, oh, I should probably make guaranteed money here, or, you know, I should probably go do this networking thing or whatever. I'll choose painting, and that is definitely a broke behavior.
Yeah.
Even though I could sell a painting for $3,500 and be in a completely different spot the next day, or that's the one that could blow up and now I'm viral and I sold all my paintings and now I'm worth $1 million.
Make it happen.
It can happen, you know? But yeah, I think that's one of the broke person behaviors that I would do. It's like, make sure I keep my hobbies first and myself first. Actually, I think broke people put other people first more than themselves. Because if you're broke and you put yourself first, you're going to succeed. I've asked that question on the podcast before, but I haven't asked you. What's the wildest thing you've done out of boredom and immediately regretted?
Wildest thing I've done out of boredom.
It doesn't even have to be that you regretted it, actually. I just like, you know, people are bored all the time. So the things that they come up with can be crazy. In the first episode, not in the episode, but I told a story where I put duct tape around my head in the sixth grade for no reason, just because I was bored and was like, what is this? You know, stupid.
Nothing really crazy. I mean, I feel like, damn, man, I just don't think crazy like that.
Do you need to live your life?
Yeah, I think so. Cause
I think we need to go back to one of these other questions and,
I know,
you know,
man,
get you living your life.
Nah, I think the craziest thing I've done though is when I was a kid. I snuck into my elementary. When it was closed down, we went on top of the roof and snuck down and drank the teacher sodas.
See, that's cool. I think that's cool. I feel like that's something that's on somebody's bucket list after they turn a certain age, because they realize they're past the age group where that's acceptable.
I was like 11.
Yeah. Yeah, no, when my youngest brother was that age, he was on the roofs of all of his schools and, you know, going around causing trouble with all of his friends and stuff. So at that age, being bored is literally the devil's playground. You're just going to get in trouble at that point. That's all that I have for you today. I mean, I really appreciate you coming out here. Some of the questions that we answered were fucking hilarious. I know that people are going to enjoy this episode. I think that, you know, by the end of it all, we'll have a lot of viral clips from this episode. You're a legend. And you'll be on the show again if you're down for it.
I'm down. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah? What, did you have anything to say to the people?
Make him a millionaire.
No. Nah, man. See, that's you putting other people first, bro. I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.